Yeah.
They check it to 10.
Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive.
On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Play to win. Let's go. We go tonight. 120. 4 down. Ready.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Value 3. Value 3. Pilot, 64, weak. Five.
Goff now looking to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Cut. 180. Tackles. Tight dog. Average one. Hey, lift.
To throw is gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Last year for Everett, just 33 catches, 2 touchdowns, but he really has a chance to cement himself as a top tight end in this offense. People around the organization said he had a really good offseason, and he's ready to make that next step. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
20. Tell.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Cut. 20. Hey, kill. DC. Hey, Delta.
3rd and 2. Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Ric Flair. We go.
From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Check. 0-2. 5. Get the 7. Here we go. You got nothing to it.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Rams' 13-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, easy.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense along the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Check. Here we go again. Maverick. Smooth. 56.
Goff now looks to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Samson Abukum coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Bree's going to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Ready. Yellow lady. I'm here all day. Easy, opposite. Put the sound of the mic. Rock with the same.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Alex Anzalone. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Louis.
Here's Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Here we go. Undercrush.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Ginn. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Mike 58, right there. Hey, that's good. Hey, easy. 58, Mike. Strip the ball.
On 1st down, Murray. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Brees. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Oh, he shifts past him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks, 85 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
21. Hey, box drop. Here we go. I'm coming. Ready, back.
A give to Kamara running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Michael Brocker's hit on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Bravo. Hey, easy. Come on.
Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Kill.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big...
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
218, chopper.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Going up top for Kupp. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, LA! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Kill. 53.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Breeze now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
13.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Keith Kirkwood started to work his way into the rotation midway through his rookie season. Undrafted out of Temple, had his first catch against the Cincinnati Bengals, and really came on in the late season. A couple of touchdowns in the regular season, and one more for good measure in the playoffs. Keith Kirkwood's future is bright.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. As his guys are back within a single score. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Like 20.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, alert 3. Hey, kill. Mike, 55. Topper.
Here's Gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Goff now, only one pass has hit the ground for him, 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey.
Out of the gun. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Check. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Back to throw. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
DC, 180.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You ain't got nothing. Check 3. Easy, opposite. Sammy. Hey, Haywood. Hey, easy.
Breeze now to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready? You ready? Hey! 12. Recon, 132 fighter. Showing up.
The first carry here for Jaquiz Rogers. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 2nd down and 4, Breeze throwing the out route and complete. That's Thomas. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Saints, first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cut. Check 50, check 50. 12. 57's the max.
Now Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Breeze now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. On the ground, Rogers, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
5-9. Here we go, team. Spin. Check. 57. Mike, 57. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man complete. 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
You're good. I full, ready. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go, D. Hey, easy.
Breeze now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Gannon, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Time to establish the run game here early. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 31, check 31. 11. Hey, Zoo. Here we go.
Now Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
Ready?
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Kill. 0-2. Watch, twit. Watch. Hey, easy.
Here's Breeze. And Gibbs got it. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Yellow lady.
Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
5-9.
Now Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Kill. Hey, Orbit. 57. Hey, easy.
On 1st down, Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Easy, opposite.
Now Breeze again. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will get them one closer.
42, Saints 28.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. To throw is Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Ginn. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Brees will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle to Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on first down is Brees. And this one complete to Smith. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
57's the mark.
Brees to throw again. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
And how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
Into the red zone, it's Brees. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Keith Kirkwood that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, Alpha.
Goff now looking to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, 48 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
First down.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
53. Slam. Hey, easy.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
58, Mike. Let's go.
Throwing now is Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aqib Talib. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 27. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Finding some room at midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 27-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.